Welcome back to Travels with Preston, your favorite travel buddy. This is your first time stopping by? Salute to you. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here on my channel. Don't forget to open the description box and check out all my other links to my social media platforms. Also, hit the like button, stop what you're doing, go ahead and hit that like button, and subscribe to become part of the travel family. Leave a comment and tell me what you think about today's episode. Check out my previous episodes and let me know what you think about those as well. Now to the question at hand. Would I ever quit my job and travel full time? In short, yes. I would think everyone wants to quit their job and travel full time. But first, I would have to answer some really tough questions. Okay, so question one would be, am I prepared to make a lifestyle change? That'd be the first question that I would pose to my wife, or she would pose to me. I think she would say, hell no. And I still love you, babe. But that's, that's the type of woman I think she would, hit me with that one first. And I would totally understand that because, like I said, part of that lifestyle change, is, hey, are you going to be around? I need help with, picking the kids up, doctor's appointments, recitals or sports games, just being there, just to cuddle, stuff like that. So then I would have to, my answer would be, I have to assure her. Right? I have to reassure her and say, hey, I'm only going to miss a little bit of things. Nothing important. That's what, some of that stuff will have to come up is, and I'm sure she'll have a lot more questions to ask me. So the second question would be the added pressure on the family. And what comes with that is having one true income, which will be my wife. And I'm like, she's gonna be like, I don't want this pressure on me. But, I think with a real budget that it is doable. As you can see, there's plenty of full-time travelers. We would definitely have to get it down to the nitty-gritty. And what I mean by that is we would have to actually go down to the, to the penny. Like, hey, I know this particular penny is for bread and that penny over there is for milk, which if I want to do this, if I ever wanted to do this, but that way, that's what it have to be. And I think, first of all, I think everybody should be on the budget regardless. You can do a lot more on the budget, depending on, your lifestyle. But yeah, I definitely would do that. We have to go on a real live budget, and I would talk to my financial advisor to see, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. This is how I'm trying to move, and then with that comes, I would definitely want to have no monthly bills. And when I mean no monthly bills, at least no unnecessary monthly bills. Like, I can't sit there and say, let me get the iPhone 43 version. Nah, because, I don't have $1,500 for a cell phone, which means either pay that flat out or I'm paying a monthly fee on that. Nope, that's out the question. I'm going to have to rock with that old flip and be like, hello? Yeah, that's how it's going to have to be. Another thing is, I can't have just dumb monthly bills. I can't sit there and say, hey, I want to pay for YouTube, ad-free stuff, $10 a month. No, I have to start cutting away a little bit of stuff, Can't be saying, hey, I'm going to have this Amazon Prime and all stuff like that. So that would break my heart, too, because I love both of those. But you got to sacrifice. That's the name of the game, I can't sit there and say, well, I want the latest car or, the flyest clothes or, this credit card debt, student loans. All that stuff would have to be taken out the equation. Then that would free up a lot more money. So that would take some pressure off the family as far as that goes. And obviously, you would have to budget for doctor visits and stuff of that nature. You have to foresee that type of stuff that you need money for that. So then the next question I would ask is how much money would I actually need to save? And I think at least 50K. And I'm just spitballing on that one, but I think 50K will be good. I think I could live off 50K just for traveling. Obviously, that would only be for traveling purposes. That would not be included in the yearly salary for the household. My wife's income would be strictly for household income. That I would have to literally like look at her money and be like, do not touch, which is cool, especially if that's what she allows me to do. And then I say that 50K or more will literally means I'll probably have to change the way I travel. So anybody that's ever traveled with me know I like to stay, 3-star, 4-star, type hotels and stuff like that. I would like to eat, decent food, on a nightly, daily basis. So that means that I might have to say, hey, on this trip, hey, I'm only staying at hostels. Hey, on this trip, I can't get, this crazy taxi ride or flying first class or, business class. I might have to be like, hey, man, just put me on the wing and let me just get a blanket and I'll just, I see you guys when I land. So, with that being said, that's just something I have to do. I have to adjust. But I think it's very doable because people do it all the time. Now I ain't about to be hitchhiking, across the Himalayas. We ain't doing all that. I would have to adjust fine and be like, babe, I'm coming home. But I think I could do that. The next question, I would say, how long would I want to quit my job? Now this one is a very important question. And I say that because you got to be realistic. And I think realistically, I would want to quit my job for 3 to 5 years. I think I probably can accomplish 80 to 100% of what I really want to do and what I really want to see. Now, the second part of that answer would be literally, how hard would it be to be able to get back into my job market? Now, I'm in information technology. And that means every day, every minute, there's new technology, there's new things always coming up. And taking 3 to 5 years break on that, how much would that set me back? So I would definitely have to think that out and weigh the pros and cons. I would have to explain to a potential employer, say, hey, I see that you haven't worked in 5 years. Why is that? Oh, then I have to be able to explain to them, hey, I left the job market to go travel. But the good thing is that I actually do own my own travel blogger business. Like I actually have my LLC. So essentially I could put that on my resume and say, hey, this was my profession. This is what I do. This is what I did. And I think a reasonable employer may go for that, and I hope they will go for that. I still have my credentials. I'll still make sure I keep up on, certain things. When it comes to like certifications and stuff like that. So, and I do have a passion for that too. So it's not like I'm just going to be like, oh, IT, what? I don't know what that is. I don't even know how to spell IT. Nah, I'll definitely keep up with everything just to be abreast of what's going on. I just may not actively be engaged on a daily basis, working. So yeah, those would be some of the questions I would have to be able to answer. And one of the last things would be, how often would I actually travel? Now that's important too. And I would say I would like to travel once every other month for up to 2 weeks. So that means I might take a day trip. I may take 2 weeks, but definitely no more than, once every other month because, I definitely want to cherish the time with my family. And part of that 50K budget is still traveling with my family. Like I still would say, okay, family road trip, get in the Lambo, aka minivan, and we out. You know what I'm saying? We hitting the road, you know what I'm saying? And that definitely be part of the budget, I wouldn't want to be just 100% selfish and say, no, I see y'all when I get back. Like, no, I definitely want my kids and my wife to experience some of the things that I experienced. Really, realistically, I would want them to spend 100% of what I do or what I have a passion for. That's probably not too realistic because that would probably, that 50K would turn into, I need about 400K. And I'll never quit my job. I'll be working for the man, as they say. And the reason why I think, once every couple of months would be good for me because I still wouldn't want to miss out on any birthdays. I'm not going to miss out on any anniversaries. any special holidays, things of that nature. Recitals or sports events that's real major. Some things obviously I'm gonna miss, like if my son is playing any type of sport. Well, I might not make every single practice or something like that, but I definitely will make 90% of the important stuff, like the games or something like that. That's very important to me, spending time with my family. I mean, I dragged them, when I was in the military, I dragged them all across the world, and they supported me. And my wife, I got bit by the travel bug, and I just cannot shake it, as they say. I'd be like, y'all got any more of them travels over there? So I just love to travel. And as you can see, if I'm willing to even think about quitting my job, that tells you how important traveling is to me. It's been good so far to me. And those couple times a year is, we still do our family trips. Don't think I'm not out here trying to see, one day about, being able to just, be a full-time traveler, full-time blogger, vlogger, stuff like that, influencer of some nature. And if not, I just have to wait till I retire. I plan on retiring semi-early, and that'd be my time, And I want to say thank you for watching, and see you guys next Monday.